Today is Monday, March 10th, 2014. Jerry Furst with the Tradelog update for TradersEducationNetwork.com. And so we're going to take a look at Lifelock here, where we have a trade adjustment. And let's go ahead and also briefly take a quick look. We have several positions on open in the trade log with Abercrombie & Fitch, GNC, the IWM ETF on the Russell 2000, Priceline, Safeway. Visit the trade log on the Investors and Traders Education Network.com website. And so you'll see that we have on Lifelock, we have one order that was filled where I closed by buying back the 20 put from March, and I bought it back for 80 cents. And now I am long 5 of the 1750 puts, and I'm long 5 of the 2250 calls. And let's analyze this trade and see what happened. This is what the trade looked like about an hour ago. And if you look at the charts on LifeLock, you will see that we have here on a 30-minute chart, we have this triangle pattern of sorts, really a trend channel that broke to the downside. That was my trigger to go ahead and get out of the 5 short that I had sold. So I bought them back to get out of that position. What that looked like here on the option trade was that we were breaking down to like 1990 or so. And so I paid, or I collected 70 cents when I sold them. I went ahead and bought them back at 80 cents. You can see the theoretical value now is 86 cents. And I'm going to go ahead and close that position and then watch what this risk reward graph looks like now. So I'm going to go ahead and buy back the 5 contracts, convert the trade, open up the trade log. I'm going to plug in my 80 cents, and that took place at about 13:05 today. And I say okay. Now this is what the risk reward graph looks like. And so I'm looking for Lifelock to make a move one direction and or the other. So if we look at the charts again now, we look at it from a different perspective. Take a look at this chart on a daily perspective, and you can see that we have upper resistance with Fibonacci's and moving averages at about $20.88. We also have Fibonacci support right here at about 1990. That's why I decided to get out, even though we could bounce off of that. But then we have the next level of support at 1933. And then we also have another Fibonacci cluster over here at about 19. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if Lifelock was to go ahead and break through this channel over here to the downside. And if we were to get down to about 1930, which is about right here, the option trade would then look like this. And if that was to happen today, we'd only have a $62 loss on the 1750 puts. Now these puts that I put on quite a long time ago, right before earnings. And notice, of course, the 2250 calls that I bought for 70 cents would not be worth as much. But where was our upper resistance? Our upper resistance level is over at $21. So if we were to swing up towards the $21 range, we would have, well, the 2250 calls are running out of steam here. So they'd only be worth about 36 cents. And we'd be losing more on the 1750 puts. So I am looking for a swing to one side or the other, and I want to double check to make sure my volatility is right. At this point, though, what I've done by buying back those puts that I had sold is I'm reducing my risk in the event that Lifelock does drop down to the 1930 range or so. This is a tough trade now at this point. I'm just trying to balance my way out of it. If we have a huge move in Lifelock, one way or the other, we'll go ahead and adjust it. We have another, how many days left on that trade? 11 days left on the Lifelock options, technically 2 weeks. Again, this is Monday, March 10th. 1:56 in the afternoon. And so we have an adjustment where we've gone ahead and closed the short position on the Lifelock 20 puts, bought them back for 80 cents, had originally sold them for 70. So it's a small loss, but limiting potentially larger losses in the event that Lifelock wants to come down. Now, you can go ahead and visit the trade log on the traderseducationnetwork.com website and take a look at the other trades we have in process, such as on the Russell 2000. That trade was put on Friday towards the end of the day. Currently, that trade is working out where it's a calendar. So take a look at the trade log for that. And also on Priceline, there was a trade entered a couple of days back on March 5th. And you can see that Priceline is also working out uh, we're up $550 on that trade so far today. And that was only done with about $500. So that's about 100% gain on that trade. So go ahead and take a look at the trade log on traderseducationnetwork.com. And also, very briefly, remember there are meetings coming up. We have the Options Industry Council coming March 22nd in Boca Raton, and then March 25th in North Miami, and March 26th in Delray Beach. We have a special topic on ETFs, exchange traded funds. And go ahead and just click here and visit the traderseducationnetwork.com website for all the details and to register for the OIC Options Industry meeting coming up March 22nd. Jerry Furst,